Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Zapier. With Zapier, you can connect all of your apps and automate your work really quickly and really easily. And you can sign up for free. So head to zapier.com and either sign up with Google or a work email. And in the sign up process, it's going to ask you a bunch of questions. So firstly, it's going to ask what your role is, the size of your company, how familiar you are with automation, and who's going to be using Zapier, and what you're looking to automate first. And then it's going to give you a huge list of apps, and you can go through and select all of the ones that you use. Once you've selected all the ones you want, click continue. And based on the apps that you've selected, it's going to suggest some Zaps to get you started. And Zaps are just another word for automations. So in this case, based on the ones that I've selected, it's telling me that it can save new Gmail attachments to Google Drive. So let's try this one out, because this is going to be pre-built and easier to use than building our own. And it's just going to show us through the basics, but we're going to skip this. So here is our current workflow. The first step is new attachment in Gmail. Then the second step is only continue if, and then you've got your condition here, which is attachment. Then down at the bottom there, it's got Google Drive. It's actually saying I need to upgrade. So I'm just going to quickly do that. And then the final step is upload file in Google Drive. You can see they've each got a little exclamation mark next to them, and that's because we need to do some things. So in this case, we need to connect our Gmail account. So let's do that. So really easy to do, just a few clicks. And to make sure that this one's working properly, we can test the trigger. And that's going to search your inbox for an email with an attachment. So it's done that. It says it's working absolutely fine. And I'm going to click continue with selected record. So as we said, the next step is only continue if. And the condition it's already set is attachment. But as you can see, you can actually go in and change that if you wanted to. And it's only going to continue if attachment exists. But again, you could change it to contain something or ends with if you wanted to look at the text in the email. But let's continue with that. And the next step is upload file to the Google Drive. So we need to connect our Google Drive account. Again, really easy to do, just a few clicks. And now we're going to test this step to see if that's working properly. And that's just going to send a file to Google Drive. And it said that that worked. So it looks like our Zap is currently working. So let's publish it. So it says transfer existing data to get started. So we're going to do that. And in here, it's showing us the 2 successful transfers from email to Google Drive that have already happened. And if I was to send myself an email with an attachment, it would automatically transfer that attachment over to the Google Drive for me. So let's head back to our Zaps. And we can see that one that we just created is in there. And we created that one using a template, but you can make them from scratch. So we could click on create up here and click new Zap. And at the top here, you could use the AI to enter a description of what you want to automate. But I'm just going to take a look at the triggers. So we could add one of these triggers. So let's look at Google Calendar. And let's say when a new event is created, we want that to be the trigger. Let's connect the account. And then let's look at the trigger. Then we're just going to select our calendar in there. And then finally test the trigger. And there we go. It has found the events in the calendar. So we'll continue to the next step in the Zap. And we could either add another app here, or we could use one of the built-in tools. So in the previous one, we had a filter, but let's just go straight to a Google Doc. And let's say we want the text from the calendar to be made into a document. So let's create document from text. Already got our Google Docs connected. So let's take a look at the action. So firstly, we're going to name the document. So we'll set the name of the document the same as the summary of the calendar, which is currently just test. And then the content of the document will put when the event begins and the location and the description. And if we wanted to save it in a folder, we could do that there. And then we're going to go to test. And that has worked. So it's taken the information in the calendar and created a document with all of that information. So I'm going to hit publish, and that's going to constantly be running, and it's going to take all of the information from my calendar every time a new event is created and it's going to create a document for me. So as you can see, using Zapier is really easy to do and it can automate so many processes. It works with so many different apps as well, and you've also got all these templates that you can work with. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thanks for watching.